Welcome back to another Create My Mini Journal series with me. This is part 5, and today I'm going to be working on one of the pages. One of the pages that I have here, I'll show you here. I wanted to do like a Pride and Prejudice uh, collage of some sort. As if you didn't know, Pride and Prejudice is one of my favorite books that I often reread and even listen on as an audiobook from time to time. So I I always go back to Pride and Prejudice. I just love Mr. Darcy. So I found this letter off of Pinterest. It's supposed to be Mr. Darcy's a letter that he wrote to Elizabeth. It's not the full letter, but it was okay because I just needed the beginning. And I decided to tear part of this letter and wrinkle it up to make it look a little bit vintagey, some sort. And looking back at it, I should have ripped the right side of it as well, but I'll make it work later on. And I'm just trying to figure out, I'm gonna lay out all the pictures and the quote, and you can kind of see my mind working at this. Eventually, I decided one of those quote, I didn't need it on this page, and I would put it in a different page. By the way, I am aware, or if I don't know if you're aware, but I am aware. I just found out like 2 weeks ago that Netflix is coming out with the new Pride and Prejudice series, and I believe it's coming out this fall 2026. So I'm interested in watching it as well because I love watching all the different versions. But BBC 1995, this version that I am putting together with Colin Firth and Jennifer Ely. I'm not exactly sure if that's exactly how you pronounce her last name, but this is my favorite Pride and Prejudice version of all time. I think Colin Firth played Mr. Darcy role exactly how I would imagine it to be. Although, everybody has their own version and imagination, I felt like Colin Firth nailed that role. Before I forget, I wanted to go over quickly of where everything is from. I don't remember from the first part putting the journal together if I mentioned where I got the scrapbooking paper from. So I don't remember where I got it from. Pretty sure it's from Michael's or Hobby Lobby or Joanne. And then I added some scrap paper, teared up book pages. And all the pictures, including this letter, is all from Pinterest and or Google. This letter is from Pinterest, and then some of the pictures are either Pinterest or Google. So I apologize if I don't remember exactly. The quote itself is also from Pinterest, and the title "Pride and Prejudice" at the very top here, I kept it up on Word document, printed out, and just mostly cut it to add at the top here. This quote will be in another page since I didn't want it to cover up the rest of the letter here. Now I'm just gonna find a washi tape that match and washi tape it around this pocket since the yellow is kind of an eyesore for me. I'm just showing you that this is the final template of my reading log, and I'm deciding to do the title, author, genre. Do I want to reread, recommend? Do I like the ending? And do I like the storyline? So these are all yes or no's. And then I have an overall ratings like the book itself, the writing style, best character or characters, and worst character or characters. And then I have a favorite quote. I don't. I'm supposed to be favorite quote and horror moments here. And then I forgot why I didn't write that there. So it should be favorite quotes and or moments, and then additional thoughts at the very bottom. So they are all glued 2 pages together to kind of thicken it up so the ink won't bleed through. So I just went ahead, and some of them are blank right now, but I'm going to eventually fill it all out, and then I tried to kind of switch it up, as you can see with the template itself, but all the topics and categories are the same. I know these lines are so cricket. Uh, but anyways, this is the final template of what I'm going to do as for uh, writing about no, the read along for after I finish the book. And as you can see, some of these are blank, so I will get to that um, later on without boring you guys. The next thing that I have here is going to be my A to Z titles, and I I thought it was gonna be fun to add, so I, without making it too difficult or whatever, I decided just to do enough space equal on each page, so 13 squares or blocks on one page and 13 on the other, for so it would be 26 for 26 letters. And I'm just gonna fast forward this for you, but it's gonna be very plain and simple. I also want to add, if you are new to reading journal, if you're just watching it just to watch it, you may not be aware of this, but if you have one, if you've seen millions of other YouTube videos, as well as I did, you will kind of know what the A to Z titles, I guess, quote unquote, page challenge would be. But I'm doing it a little bit different. It's going to be the same concept, as in adding each title to the correct letters, minus the word the. So, for example, the false prints, right? I would go with F for false prints instead of T for the. So a lot of the books will be, if they have the word the in front of it, I'm gonna kind of X that out. I'm gonna go to the second word, whatever letter that starts with. And also, it's not gonna be like a challenge per se for me. I'm just going to fill it up, as in um what the the letters would fit for the book title, but it's not gonna be just one. I think I wanna put at least two to three, depending on the space, of course. Um, so it's not gonna be just one. So eventually, I think I want to just be able to add between two to three books on each letter. So it could be just for me, and it's not really a challenge. It's just kind of like a documenting sort of page for me. Now we're on to the last page here. Originally, I wasn't going to add this, but then I figured I have this last page at the end here that I normally probably won't be flipping to a lot. So I decided to create a DNF, do not finish list. I'm just gonna make it very simple. It's just gonna be a list. Um, but as I was creating this, I thought, okay, it's fine. But I was going back and forth because I'm not gonna lie, out of all the books that I've read, I finished all of them. I mean, it sounds kind of funny to say, but every books that I checked out, you go to the library and you're trying to find a good book, or to the bookstore and you're trying to find a good book and you read the summary at the back or inside the front cover there. And if it's not interesting, you just put it back. But there are times where I checked out a book, or I even bought a book that I didn't really like, but I eventually finished all those books. So I'm just going off my track record, I guess. And there are books I haven't finished. There are books that I've started and didn't finish, but I eventually picked it up. Fallen Kingdoms is one of the perfect example. When it first came out in 2015 or 16, or I don't remember. Um, I read like the first two chapter, and then book two, book three, book four came out, and I bought it, but I just kind of kept it on the shelf. So hmm, that was interesting. But 5 years later, I don't know, I picked it back up again. I put it down. An extra 4 years later, the 2026, I picked it back up and I eventually finished it. So yeah, that's all just to say I don't think I'm gonna need that did not finish list. Um, I was kind of being chatty, but it's just gonna be very simple. Just write the title and the author, and that's it. The last thing that I want to share and show you guys is my audio page spread. And I've already done everything else except the last one down here. But I'm just sharing how I am drawing the boxes, the rectangles, using irregular sticky notes for the length, as well as the pink lines on the side. So they're, you know, straight. And then going 3 lines down, each rectangle having 3 lines. assuming the two lines would be enough for the title, and then the third line was to just draw the play button triangle, and then draw the headphones over it. And you know, I cannot draw, so this I was a little impressed with myself. I thought I did pretty good. I know the headphones look funny, but it worked. And I myself talking to myself here. I didn't think I was gonna be listening to this many audiobooks because I normally prefer to read a physical book. But I've also decided to listen to more podcasts this year, and I think I'm going to. It's it's probably gonna motivate me to start listening to more audiobooks as well. So hopefully I can fill this whole page out, but if not, it's okay too. That will be all for part 5 of my Create My Reading Journal series with me. I hope you guys enjoyed, and don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe if you haven't done so. I will see you in the next video. Take care. Thank you. Bye.